Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Now to pause and refresh.
Minutes to go. Four minutes to go to showtime. It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank's sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
Crowds are thinning out at the snack bar, folks, and there are still 3 minutes till showtime. You can easily make it for something that'll just hit the spot. How about it? Don't waste a second of refreshment time. You'll find such an appetizing assortment of refreshments at the snack bar, you won't be able to decide what to ask for first. All of your snack bar favorites are there, including fresh peanuts, hot popcorn, and candy of all kinds. And believe us, you've never eaten better hot dogs, crisper French fries, or more delicious buttered popcorn. Minutes to go to the snack bar for a quick refresher before showtime. No crowds to buck, just go get it. You'll be sorry you missed your chance to enjoy some of the many tempting goodies waiting for you. Stretch your legs now while the stretching's good. There's still time to get a mouth-watering hot dog, a sparkling ice-cold soda, assorted flavors of ice cream, all kinds of candy, the most delicious steaming hot coffee you ever drank, and freshly popped popcorn piping hot.
Gives the demonstration of my new invention, the goodies machine. Special for patrons of this drive-in, the machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. Gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy and dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at our snack bar just waiting for you.
One minute left to top off the evening with a treat from our snack bar. Still time if you hurry. Last call for refreshments, folks. Go right this second to get something good to eat and drink to enjoy now or during the rest of the show.
happening? What's happening, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the MOBALON sponsor, MrHairArt Show. I am your host, Ronnie Mac. You guys know me as MrHairArt and Coach. And we are live. We are live right now, today. And we are trying to get up and running all the way around. All the way around, ladies and gentlemen. It's hot. It's hot, and I got the bus on full blast right now. So if it's loud or if it's too loud for you guys, let me know. Because I got the AC on full blast right now. Only because I'm on the bus right now and it is hot, and I'm trying to program our screens right now as we speak, because we got a bunch of different things that we're going to be working on as we're putting this thing together. What's up, Tiffany? Okay, let's see, live. I can see the live right here. And it says we're live, so now I need to get the live to work on this one, and then we should be good to go. I'm trying to sign in to, let's see, there we go, there we go. I've been tinkering with this thing for a minute here, and I've just now got it to work. Now it's working. There we go. Now it's popping on. Now it's popping on. What's happening, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome in. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in. If you ain't come on in, if you are in, welcome. Welcome in and settle in. Welcome in and settle in. We got a few little things that we're working on. There we go. We're live. All right, we're live on this screen up here. Y'all can kind of see me. That's YouTube. So we're live on there. That's what they see in the buses. In the Mobile Salon Buses. So when we're live, y'all can see the screens that pop up and show the show. Otherwise, it'll be showing a bunch of haircuts and hairstyles from MrHairArt Network, from the MrHairArt Network channel. Okay, is everything on? Check, 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 check. Can y'all hear me? Check, check. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. I think everything is on. Hold on. Janet, can y'all hear me? Oh. Okay, check, 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 check. Janet, can y'all hear me? Okay, so this one is on. I don't know why this one is not on. I don't know what's going on with this one. This one's not on. That's weird. Hold on, let me check one more thing. Make sure I'm not tripping. There's so many little knickknacks and nuances. And now I'm finna be real happy because I'm not gonna have to do it anymore. I got a production team coming in and they're gonna be doing it. So I won't have to be ripping and running during the show of all times, getting this thing up and running for y'all. Somebody else will be ripping and running behind the scenes to make sure that everything is running. Oh, and I'm gonna be happy too. I'm gonna be happy. Okay, let me check this. This is live. Okay. Let me check this. This is live. All right, it says we're live, and I can hear it. So there may be something wrong with the screen up here. All right, it says we're live, and I can hear it. Okay. So yeah, it may be something wrong with this screen up here. There's always something, guys. Y'all know that. It's always something. But it is what it is. As long as it's running and I can see it, we're good. All right, what's happening, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? How are y'all? Devontae, how are you? What's happening? Welcome into the stream. All right, Darnell, Passport Bros Worldwide is in the house. What's up, Darnell? Gina Davis, what's happening, Gina? Welcome into the stream. Cameroon, what's happening? What's up? Welcome into the stream. Bobby's World, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Is that the same Bobby that was in the competition? Bobby's World. Are you the same Bobby that was in the competition that I was talking to in the hair art competition? Bobby's World. I see your profile on here, so I was just wondering, trying to see if that was the same person. Okay. All right, we got everybody. I think we got everybody. Thank you, Tiffany Davis. Thank you very much for your donation. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. We got 3 donations in as we came in. Tiffany Davis and 2 anonymous. So thank you, anonymous. If you're watching right now, thank you both, anonymous. Appreciate it. And thank you, Tiffany Davis, for your donation to our charity, Triple H, Haircuts for the Helpless and Homeless. Thank y'all all for y'all donations. We appreciate it. Y'all know we're working on our entire mobile salon charity program, and it operates off of donations. That's how we get it done. Is by donations. Okay, Marcus, can you hear me? Check, check, check. Check, check. Marcus said you can't hear me. Check, 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 check. Marcus, I think you may want to check your system because I think we all can hear. The mic is working. Yeah, I think everybody can hear it. Yeah. Check, check, check. Yeah, I think everybody can hear it. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're good, sir. You may want to check your system and make sure that you're good and up and running. Miss Peaches, how are you? Welcome into the stream. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to cover that right now. I'm gonna take care of that right now. Miss Peaches is asking that I talk about the new school programs. No, I have not. I'm about to do that right now. We had I told you guys before yesterday. I think it was yesterday, and then the day before that we were having some pretty big issues with our school. And us having to get rid of several students. So we had to kick out several students, unfortunately, out of the school. And it came to a pretty big surprise to myself and several of our sponsors, but that's that's the nature of the game, and that's the rules that we that we signed up for. So we kind of have to, we got to abide by the rules. We've had several when we do audits. When they do an audit of the program, and the money's coming in, and the students and the buses and everything with the sponsors, all of that stuff is monitored. All of that stuff is absolutely checked and measured and regulated and recorded. And we do a check every single month to make sure that all of the numbers are matching up, all of the monies, all of the donations, all of the incoming and outgoing monies and operations for the business is accounted for. Everything is good and everything was running good. But when we did a audit of the buses, there is a new element, a new area for the buses that are out in the field versus the buses that we're about to put out in the field, the buses that we're working on and that we are working with. Because there's two categories. There's the buses that we build and the buses that we that have our name on them, that we work with our sponsors. And then there are the contracted buses, or the contractors, the people that have their own buses and they come into our program to work with us. Okay. And when they do an audit, we actually check the backgrounds and the setups and all of that stuff of the people that are in buses. And if there's any type of a problem, we have to fix that. So we had a number of individuals that were I got to be careful with a lot of the words that I say, because it's information that is not supposed to be shared in a lot, and it's lawsuit type territory. But there are drug issues that this program will not tolerate. Okay, and that includes doing or being on drugs, as well as selling drugs, especially from the mobile salon buses. So there's been a number of people that we've had to cancel their contracts with the program because they were involved in situations that we don't want to be associated with. And this came about the last week or so when I kind of got upset because there were people coming in and applying and literally were not mobile salon bus material. They were not nowhere close to what we would work with. They did an audit in the school, and now they had to remove several individuals from the school because they were in violation of our terms and conditions, specifically for issues that I can't go into, but guys, just make sure that you do not do anything that goes against the terms and conditions, or that will make the program look bad. It's just not a good idea. They will remove you from the program. Some people we've done refunds, and some people they keep their deposit, okay, because they're harming the system, and it now costs us money to actually come back from that. And this is something that we can't go live and go public with if these individuals are in the program. That's kind of the safest way that I can say it. Now, as far as the program, the school itself, they are changing some of the program in the school. I know Miss Peaches and Andre, Jeremiah, people I've been working with. I think Lisa. Well, I don't want to say your last name. Philip, Ronaldo, several people that are in the beginning stages of the program that we're trying to get you moved out of the beginning area, and that's the area that they're upgrading and kind of changing so that we don't run into this problem again. So when y'all move into the new courses, y'all will see that it'll be asking you very specific questions, like, have you been arrested before? What were the charges for your arrest? How long you've been incarcerated, and so on and so forth. Now, bear in mind, this is not a prerequisite. It doesn't mean, you've been arrested before, we are not going to work with you. Or you've been arrested before and we're going to terminate your contract, or we're not going to work with you, or you can't, own or operate a mobile salon bus. That's not how this works. Because we work with people that's been incarcerated. We work with people that have been in the system. We work with people that it's just getting out of the system, like being released from the penitentiary and from prison and from regular jails and so on and so forth, because in jail they have programs where you can actually learn how to cut hair and do hair and get your license and all that, basically to start your life back over and have a second chance. We believe in that very, very, very deeply. Okay, so we are 100% in tune with giving ex-cons the opportunity to get out here and have a second chance at life and getting them their life back together. That's a very beautiful thing. That's what I advocate for, and many of our sponsors and promoters and everybody do too. But the problem comes in at if you've been convicted with something kind of over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's kind of a trend. That's kind of something that second chance is literally what that means. It's second chance, not 77th chance, not 20. I had one guy that we fortunately found out before we brought him into the program, and he was arrested for battery, assault and battery. I'm not going to say his name, but he was arrested for assault and battery and robbery and a couple other things. And we found out, and we were trying to help him. I personally was trying to help him so that he can, get an attorney, because that's what we do, and get taken care of. But while we were in the midst of helping him, he went out and did it again. It's very hard for me to help you when you're literally committing a crime while you're being investigated for a crime that you already committed. So he went out and did another crime while he was being investigated for the previous crime. Guys, I can't help you with that. I mean, you turned my hands. But that wasn't the big clincher. The big clincher was this cat had already been arrested 14 times. 14. 14 times. This guy has been arrested. Meaning put in jail, served time, and then got out of jail, and then did something else, then went right back to jail, served time, got out of jail, and then did more crimes, and then got caught, went back to jail. And it just 14 times. Not only does that look bad for him, that looks bad on our justice system. How can someone continuously commit? Some of them are petty crimes. I get that, but the larger crimes, you shouldn't be able to go to jail and then get out and then do the same crime. We're talking about battery, assault, robbery and theft and theft with gun and all that type of stuff. You can't do. Why are y'all letting this brother back out on the streets? That looks bad on our justice system. That's not just bad on him. That's bad on our system for repeatedly letting these people who are, we may as well just say criminals, these people who are criminals back out on the street. Can't do it. Now, I don't want for us to have a program that is presumptuous or that is, quote unquote, a quasi fortune telling system. We can't tell the future. We can't say, oh, well, he's been to jail 3 times, he's going to go back. We don't do that, nor do we want to do that. We're not in the business of doing that. We can, when we do our interviews and we interview you and we check you out, that's what the school is for. The school is to check you out, to see who we're dealing with. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I've told this story before. I've told this story several times, even on stage. I've told this story. We had buses out in the field where there were brothers taking the buses to the hood, to the ghetto, to the hood, to the project, and having freaknik parties on the bus. That means prostitutes, that means smoking, drinking, doing all kinds of things on the bus. And it's got sponsored by Pepsi on side of the bus. You can't do that. You can't do that. That I mean, dude, things like that. We have buses coming back with flat tires and busted windows and missing components, missing TVs, and now, I don't know what happened to it. We can't have that. We can't have that. So, and that's why one of my reps said, see, this is why we can't have nice things. And I didn't like that saying, but now it just makes too much sense. This is why we can't have nice things, because of some certain people. Certain people will destroy it and mess it up for everybody else. So you guys will see a difference in a lot of the school and the schooling. Some of you guys will be set back. If you go into, I think, course 6, it will send you back to course 4 and course 4 and I think course 3. I'm not sure. And then when you move on to course 8, it's going to prompt you for very specific information that will help us to analyze who you are. Okay, so it's going to ask you for your criminal background. It's going to ask you for things that you've done and you know your priorities. Some areas that was voted on just yesterday on Sunday, we had an emergency voting session that they were voting that some areas we would not service. Certain areas we would not be able to service for the mobile salon buses. And I really hate that, because that's not the type of business, like I told y'all before, that I want to run. But guys, you got to be real. You got to be real with this thing. You cannot be naive. You cannot be too open-minded, because you can get yourself in trouble and you can jeopardize your business. If you know that a certain area is a known heavy, we're talking heavy drug area, or a heavily crime infested area, or a heavy, violence area, gang territory, any of that type of stuff that's known. That's just known. We're not talking about, don't go over that part of town. That's a bad part of town. No, we do our research, and we actually research with barbers and stylists that live in that area, that actually work and grew up and all that type of stuff in those areas. That way we know who's who and what's what. So we can't just send buses in areas where we're putting our people at risk. Okay, so there are unfortunately some areas that will not be able to be serviced, and that's why we have to send a lot of people right now. We're sending probably about 55 to 60 accounts back That means they have to go back in the school. They have to go back to previous courses, previous classes and lessons, and do it over again. So they literally have to input information that we wasn't asking before. Okay, we were not asking about background, criminal history, drug abuse, or we wasn't asking about a lot of things that we are asking about now, because it has proven to be self-serving to where it caused a problem. And more, we're gonna go off into this. I know it's gonna turn out to be an issue, and I know there's gonna be discussions and debates about it. I'm ready for it. Y'all know how I do. I put the coach hat on and I'm ready. We ready to rock and roll. There are individuals who do gender based issues, that are having gender based issues. We've had a couple of them now. We've never had it before in the past, but we're starting to have them now, where a barber is a male transitioning to a female or what have you, and male customers don't want that particular person working on their hair, cutting their hair. So I don't. I'm the person that is fair. I like to be fair and balanced across the board. But unfortunately, that means also being fair and balanced to the customer as well. So I understand someone transitioning, because y'all know our industry. Our industry is very, very heavy with LGBTQ, or LMNOP, and I don't say that to be disrespectful. I say that in real life, real terminology. Y'all can try me if you want to. Y'all come at me if you want to. You're gonna get it, because I've had people come at me before, LGBT community. I've had them come at me before, and I let them have it, and they had zero to say, because it was real as hell. I say, y'all are changing every week. You're adding on a new letter, you're adding on a new conjugative, you're adding on a whole new section, and it's difficult to follow. And you're expecting everybody on the planet to know exactly what everybody in that community is doing. We do not. We do not, and we don't want to have to, because it's too fickle. It's too many of you guys that are changing up everything, and they have something, and I don't mean to go off on this tangent, but I have to address this at least. That way everybody knows where I stand. If you're not with it, don't sign up. This ain't the company for you. Don't sign up if you have a problem or issue with how I run this business. How I run this business is how I run it. If you don't like it, don't sign up. Simple as that. I ran across a couple of people, not personally, just I've seen, that were adamant and said that y'all are familiar with people that affirm that they are gender, they associate or identify as a male or female, or male transitioning to female, or whatever, all this type of stuff. It's a lot. There was a couple of people that were, quote unquote, this is an actual term and an actual title, an actual classification, gender fluid. That basically means, from my understanding, and y'all can correct me if I'm incorrect. I see some people that are saying that's ridiculous and crazy. Y'all don't. We're gonna take this step by step, and we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna take it step by step. We're gonna figure it out, because these are still human beings, and they're real people, and we have to deal with this on a very fair and balanced playing field, so that nobody is undercut or overreaching or getting out of line. We have to be fair across the board. So gender fluid, from my understanding, is if you feel like a woman, you're a male that feels like a woman, then you identify as a woman. But at times you may feel back like a male, so you're now identifying as a male. That's gender fluid, where you're switching back and forth from male to female. That's a little difficult to swallow, guys. That's a little difficult to handle, because some of you guys get very, very upset when someone misgenderizes yourself when they're talking with you. If this guy walks up, how you doing? I'm Jessica, and they say, all right, sir, how you doing? I'm not a sir, I'm a ma'am. You could understand that that person may not be trying to be offensive or disrespectful. This is a hard game to play, guys, especially when the rules are being changed frequently. This is a hard game to play, especially when the rules are being changed and manipulated frequently, not just by one person, by multiple people. Some people are changing the rules irregardless of what you say. Some people are changing the rules, and that these are rules that you don't like, and you're in the group. They're changing the rules for themselves. And you guys, it's going to get really, really difficult. I'm up for it. Y'all know, Coach, I'm always in the game. I'm always in the game because this is literally what life and mankind is all about, figuring this thing out. And that's what I'm good at. I'm a genius with this. I figure this thing out. So we're going to do the same. We're going to do that for this and everything else. And I only address this because my industry, our industry, we're heavy. We're heavy with people that work on hair that identify as this or that, or go in another direction or another way. Now, that's fine. I have zero cares. I do not give a shit. Y'all know I couldn't give a fuck if I tried to. I don't care what you do in your own house. That's you. But once you bring it into my house, once you bring your ideals and your politics and your semantics and your ideology and all of the things that you do, once you bring that into my house, then you have to deal with my rules. Then you have to deal with how we work over here because you're in someone else's house. That means customers are involved. That means customers are involved. And when customers are involved, I get really sensitive when it comes to customers because they're relying on me because they're coming into my house. They're relying on me to have my house in order. They're relying on me to have my house in order. A customer comes through your doors. They want to know that, hey, you're in charge. Okay, well, everything that happens to me while I'm in your care is on you, right? That's everybody, not just me. That's everybody. Every business owner. If someone drives to your establishment, gets out of their car and walks up to your door, opens that door and walks into your business, they just did you a favor. They just patronized your business. They just came to you when they could have went to anybody else. They came to your business. They came to your establishment to give you money for your products and your service. You owe them a respectable experience. I didn't say customers are always right. I didn't say fall on your hands and knees and kiss their feet. I didn't say give them whatever they had. I didn't say none of that shit. I said you owe them a respectable experience. That means I'm going to give you what I told you I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you what you deserve as a customer coming into my establishment. If you come into my establishment and there's dirt and mud and things are torn out all over the floor and there's people cussing and screaming all in the shop, and it's hard to walk by because there's exposed wires that could shock you, and there's a level of business that you must abide by when it comes to dealing with customers. So I 100% will deliver that. By all intents and purposes, this is not up for debate. So when a customer or a client comes to me and say, hey, I don't want this guy, girl, guy working on my head. Guys, you have to understand, because a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, just some people have caught feelings about that. They're feeling some type of way. They're aggravated or feel disrespected by that. And I have to explain to both parties, the operator and the customer, that number one, there's no need to be rude, crude, or offensive. There's no need to be violent, especially, and we all are going to deal with this situation as respectfully and as professionally as possible. This is the deal. If this guy doesn't want a guy that's transitioning or is as a girl or is identifying as a female working on his head, then that's his right. You know good and goddamn well that's his right. He doesn't have to have anybody working on his head that he don't want to. Whether you feel like it's right or wrong or not, doesn't matter. That's him. That's his house. His head is his house, and he has the right to have a preference on who works on his head. Just like you have a right and a preference on who you work on. If someone comes into the shop or gets on the bus and they see you and they get to cussing you out and calling you this and that, and you don't have to work on them. That's your right. You see how this street goes both ways? And I'm an advocate of that street going both ways. I'm going to evaluate both of those ways and make sure whoever's right is right, whoever's wrong is wrong. That's what I do. That's what I do. Relationship be damned. If I have to lose a client or a customer, I'll lose them. If I have to lose a mobile salon operator, I'll lose them, because I'm going to be right. Regardless, at the end of the day, I'm going to be right because I don't have a choice. I have to be right. I have a lot of people depending on me to get it right. I have a lot of customers depending on me. I have a lot of mobile salon operators depending on me to get it right. So if I'm not right, I open the door to make sure, hey, if I'm not right, you need to let me know. If I'm out of order, you need to let me know. Anybody, I challenge anybody to bring it to me so that I know whether I am right or wrong. And most of the time, and I mean, we're talking up in the high 90s, I get it right, because I haven't had someone to come tell me that I'm wrong and prove to me that I am wrong. Therefore, I get it right. I look for the opportunity to get it wrong. That way I can fix that. And now, guess what? I'm right again. See how easy that is? If you leave the door open for you being wrong, then you're basically saying someone can show you where you're wrong so that you can fix that wrong to make it right. And then guess what? Boom, you're right again. Now your right level is as high as you can get it. That's why I say I'm always right, because I always leave the door open to being wrong. That way I can fix that wrong and be right again. So with all of this confusion going on and everything happening with this whole war on gender and on sex and everything happening in the industry, we're having to make certain adjustments, which I don't mind making. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to do what needs to be done to be fair and balanced to everybody. To everybody. I have seminars on this whole situation, the whole thing. And I do not sacrifice any words whatsoever. I don't sugarcoat anywhere. I make sure that everybody understands and knows that this is the real, this is for real, and that I'm going to get it right and make sure that it's fair and balanced. Some people, when I get it fair, they don't like it because it doesn't bend to them. It doesn't. I've had a couple of people that, even though I came up with fair and balanced, they didn't like it because the ending result, the results, were not in their favor. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I can't give a shit. You couldn't pay me to give a shit. I don't give a shit. Only thing I give a shit about is it being fair and balanced. That's it. Fair and balanced. That's it. Not leaning towards you or leaning towards him or her or them or they or it or they. I don't give a shit. As long as it's fair and balanced, that's the only thing I care about. And that's for the customers, that's for the barbers, the stylists, that's for the mobile salon operators, that's for the school, that's for my business, that's for me. That's for my wife and kids. That's for my family. That's for my associates. That's for my friends. That's for anybody that's in my circle. That's how I roll. If you don't like it, then please get out of my circle. That's the everlasting beauty that we have on this planet, is that you have the right to choose. Everybody has the right and the ability to choose. Everybody. You can choose what you say. You can choose what you do. You can choose where you go. You can choose every single moment of the day. You have the ability to choose. You can choose if you wake up at 6 o'clock, or you can choose to wake up at 8 o'clock. You can choose to go over to this restaurant to eat, or you can choose to go over to that one. You can choose to go up or down, fast or slow. You can choose to go in or stay out. You can choose. That's the beauty of this world. Not even just America, this world, this planet, our entire existence has been choice. You have the ability to choose. What you don't have is the ability to take choice away from someone else. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You have the ability to choose just like they have the ability to choose. If you don't like the choices that they make, tough cookies. As long as it's not infringing upon your ability to choose and the choices that you make, then guys, choose to leave that person alone. Choose to not go into that business. Choose to go and do something else. Choose a choice that is going to keep you fair and balanced and not impede upon someone else's choices. That's the most precious and most valuable thing we have, is the ability to choose. Remember that, because I'm going to be going in on it on a regular basis, is choice. All right. All right. I had to go in on that. I know we had commercials that we needed to air, but I have to address this because we're getting close, guys. We're getting close to launching. We're getting close to getting out here on these buses, these new buses. We're getting close to the launching the company, going public, putting our new sponsors out here. We have the new program that we're bringing out. So if you're in the program now, just hold what you got. I'm going to walk you through everything that we have and make sure that everybody's taken care of. Even if you're wanting to get out of the program, if you're offended by the questions that we're asking, or you don't like the direction that we're going, you're going to have the opportunity to get out. You're going to have the opportunity to leave the program. Okay. And that's all because we cannot and will not tolerate for incidents to happen that we can actually nip in the bud before they become a problem. Does that make sense? We want to take care of these issues before they become a problem. Okay. And I'm pretty sure you would do the same if you were in charge. That's just how this works. Okay. So drug problems, crime problems, violence problems, sexual orientation problems, any kind of problem that you feel is going to be problematic or may be frowned upon or cause an issue or cause a problem, you're going to have the opportunity to vacate and leave the program. And if you are coming into the program and you feel that your skin isn't thick enough, or you are easily offended, or you have a problem, don't. This is not the program for you. Listen, I've had to turn away since we talked last 2 days. What is it, Saturday? Since we talked 2 days ago, I've had to turn away probably anywhere from 10 to 15 people. I've had to turn them away from the program. Literally tell them just off my interview with them, this is not the program for you. And a couple of them had their money ready to go, money in hand. I had to let them know this is not the program for you. Just simple as that. This is not the program for you. And I have the right and the ability to do that because this is my program. This is my company. And I'm not going to put someone in this company or in this position that's going to hurt this company or hurt this program. I got too many people depending on me to get it right. And I'm not talking about favoritism towards straight heterosexual men or women, or married men or women, or single men or women, or gay, lesbian, LGBTQ men or women. I don't give a shit. That's not my position. My position is business, being professional, being able to execute your job, handle your business in a professional manner, and getting it done. That's what I care about. That's what my ultimate goal and my mission is to make sure that every client gets the absolute best. I've had to, I told you guys, I think I told the story last week. There was a older gentleman who literally told me that they're putting their monies up. They want to get into the program. They got their money ready, but they only wanted to work 1 day a week. That they were officially retired, and that they're not going to be rolling the bus. They're not going to be doing. They just want to go out and do their homeboys haircuts, and that's it. I've heard this story before. I've heard it a couple of different times, and I had to tell him, okay, well, this is not the program for you then. This is not the program for you. Simple as that. And I'll say it again. I'm more than likely. I can bet you $1 million right now. I'm gonna have to say it again, multiple times. I bet you $1 million of my money that I'm gonna have to say it again. Unless you got $100,000 right now in your pocket, in your bank account, that you're gonna buy a bus, then you cannot come into my program and dictate how you're gonna run my program. It's not gonna happen. I'm going to do what's right and what's best and what's fair and what's balanced for my program, meaning what's going to be best for my sponsors, our sponsors, and what's going to be best for my customers and clients, meaning our customers and clients. I'm going to do what's best for us and what's best for your fellow barbers and stylists, your fellow mobile salon operators. I'm going to do what's best for us. All of us. And if you're going to be joining that us, then that means I'm going to be fighting for you as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, I don't have the time or the luxury or the ability to cater to or coddle thin-skinned babies who want everything their way. Wrong company. Wrong company. I'm not able to do it. You may be able to find it somewhere out there. You just can't find it here. I just can't. I'm not going to be able to do it. We have rules and regulations here, and those rules and regulations are here for a reason. And that is to make sure that everybody in this program is successful, is profitable, and is enjoyed by the barber, stylist, operators, and the customers. That's what this whole thing is about. If you're coming in and you're looking for a controversy, looking for a fight, looking for somewhere to air your grievances or to set a political position, this is not the place to do that. It's just not. I would suggest that you find somewhere else to go. Find someone else to build your buses. Find another program. I know that none other exists. I know that we're the only ones that have this program, period, on the entire planet. We're the only ones that has this program. So you're just going to have to come up with $100,000 and then buy your own bus. And then you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, on your own time, your own. You can just have at it. That's how it works. That's how reality works. That's how being a grown-up works. That's how being a responsible adult works. That's just how being a human being works. A human being living in a world where other human beings dwell. All right. So I hope everybody can gather this information. Oh, we're gonna go over it again. We're gonna continue to go on. I see a lot of your comments and everything. Everything is. I don't see anybody challenging or disagreeing with me. If I see something that's disagreeing, I'll address it. But everybody that's praising, good job, well spoken, God-fearing, all this stuff. All of these comments, I appreciate it. I thank y'all all. I appreciate every last one of y'all for commenting and coming to the table. I know that I have a squad with me and an army that's going to fight for the right and the good and the fair and the balance. That's good. You're in the right place. But if there's somebody saying, no, you got to do what I tell you to do. Good luck with that. Good luck making me do what you tell me to do. My mama, God rest her soul, is gone. She's gone. My father, we haven't spoken in a while, but he don't even tell me what to do because I'm 48 years old. I respect everybody, even my elders. I respect everybody, even youngsters, people younger than me. I respect everybody. But once you go into an area that is unfair and unbalanced, or especially disrespectful, you're gonna have a very difficult time dealing with me. That's it. That's it. All right, guys, let's get up out of here. I got business to tend to. Everybody that's going to be affected by this, please hold what you got. I promise. I told y'all already. I promise you, you're going to get taken care of. Okay, you're going to get taken care of. I got you. We just got to earn these. This is brand new, and now this shit here. This is totally out of the blue. This thing has literally. It's a situation where it's not new. It's not new. It's just, it's more powerful and it's coming now, and we have to deal with it. That's it. That the whole conversation and everything will take place over time, and we're going to get it right. That's it. We're just going to get it right. So what we're going to do is make sure that everybody is taken care of, and that all of the situation that we're going through, everybody gets their fair share. Everybody gets taken care of, and that we're able to move along without getting sued or without suing someone, because my attorneys, they love to countersue. That's their whole, philosophy in their mind. If someone has the balls to sue us, then we 100% is going to countersue to make sure that we don't have this happen again. If you sue us for something, then we're going to win because we have to stand on right. If this is something where we're in the wrong, we're going to fix that wrong, and that's just all there is to it. But if you're suing us because of your feelings or because of something dumb or just wasting our time, wasting our resources, we're going to come at you. We're going to come at you, and we're going to hit you, and we're going to hit you hard, and we're going to make sure that you learn from this, and then anybody else who tries this learns from this. That's literally the only way. Just like when they used to not let black people into restaurants to eat, and then they get sued, and now they hit them in their pocket to where they understand, don't do that. That's costing us a lot of money. Let's not be racist. Let's not discriminate against these people because they're nearly putting us out of business. Exactly. Don't do that. Don't do dumb shit. Handle your business, and everything should be fine. So we're going to move forward and make sure that everything is taken care of, and we do this right, so that we don't have this issue come up, especially after this launch. We can't afford to be on the battlefield fighting against a whole bunch of people that we do not and should not be fighting against. A lot of these people are what I quote very disrespectfully as peons. People that don't matter. People. I had a couple of my partners actually tell me that's disrespectful. That you shouldn't say that. That's and then I had to explain to them, because again, I'm always open for being wrong, but you're gonna have to prove it. I say, look, a person that is, it's kind of like being a troll. A peon is kind of like being a troll. Someone who all they're trying to do is disrupt your business. They're basically trying to get your goat. They're trying to say something or do something to get action out of you, and they're nowhere on the ladder of success. They don't hold any power. They're almost nobodies, but yet they have the power of the internet, and they have the power of anonymity, because they're not putting themselves in front of you. They're not putting themselves out there and exposing themselves to show who they are. They're just speaking behind a keyboard. These are peons. These are people that you should not be wasting your time on at all. Now, if you got the balls to come up in front of me, if you got the balls to show yourself, then I'll give you time. But other than that, no, I don't have time for that. And my people and my program does not have time for that. So what we're doing right now is I promise you guys, with my hand, both hands to God, I promise y'all, we are about to make the biggest impact that you've ever seen on this industry. Period, bar none, no questions asked. Y'all can see how I talk. I got a big mouth. I'm coming. Coach is coming. And we're about to make some noise. And I'm bringing everybody with me. I'm bringing all of the hard hitters with me. I'm bringing all of the destined to be millionaires with me. I want to have a group, an army of millionaires literally on this battlefield fixing this shit. That's what we're going to do. All right, guys. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for your appreciation and your votes of confidence and your chats and all that stuff. I appreciate all of y'all. We're gonna get back to business. We're gonna get back to business. I'm telling you now, we'll get back to business. But we got to handle this so that we can move forward, and then we'll go step by step and get everything nailed down. All right, guys. I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm Ronnie Mac, owner of the Shops Salons Network, the MrHairArt Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network, bidding you guys peace and blessings. Please take care of yourself, and if you can, take care of someone else. If we all did that, we all will be taken care of. If you haven't signed up to the Mobile Salon Network, go to MOBALON.com. At the top of the page is an application. Click on that application, fill it out, submit it in. We'll review it. If it looks good, everything's good, someone will contact you and let you know what the next steps are. If you haven't donated, go to Triple H Charity, HHHcharity.com, and donate. That's haircuts for the helpless and homeless. We need those donations so that we can hit our mark and grow this program so that we can help more people. All right, guys, that'll do it for now. I will see you all tomorrow. Please, 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 now more than ever, be careful out there and safe. Remember our motto, guys. Respect yourself, because image, who you are, what you are, everything about you, that's your image. It travels far beyond yourself. It moves around. People can see it. People will know you by your image. Your image is everything. What they think of you is everything, because that's how they're going to treat you. It's what they think of you. They think you're a piece of shit, they're going to treat you like a piece of shit. If they think you God's gift to women or God's gift to men, if they think that you are a godsend or angel, that's how they're going to treat you. That's your image. That's your image. You need to cultivate your image and make sure that your image is exactly what you want it to be. If you want your image to be a piece of shit, then you're doing a great job. Do your thing. But if you want your image to be good and you want some people to treat you well, then you need to treat your image well. You need to cultivate your image, do the things that is going to get your image where you want it to be. That's why I say respect yourself, because image is everything. Peace.